Welcome to News Today with WW News Today. I'm Tom Corliss. Here now the news for October 28, 2019. Cranium Command's Buzzy animatronic has been confirmed missing by the Orange County authorities. According to a report by the Orlando Sentinel's Gabrielle Rusin, NBA player Robin Lopez unknowingly purchased the animatronic's clothes from former cast member Patrick Spikes under the impressions that he had not stolen them. According to interviews, Robin Lopez purchased Buzzy's clothes after getting in contact with him via eBay. Lopez claims to have spoken with Spikes over the telephone before purchasing was finalized and asked if the items were stolen. Spikes assured him that the clothes had not been. Orange County authorities side with Lopez as having been the victim by the perpetrators, and he is 100% cooperating with the investigation. The animatronic's full outfit would be valued at $7,000. The handmade Buzzy animatronic itself, valued at $400,000, has been confirmed missing by investigators, which of course goes against conflicting rumors that have been circulating among various Disney fan sites and blogs that the Buzzy figure had been moved to the Walt Disney Archives. We of course told you that it had reportedly been stolen. That seems to be the story. While Spikes has not been charged as part of the Buzzy animatronic incident, while under investigation for the Magic Kingdom thefts, he attempted to snatch his cell phone, which was packed with photos of the stolen items, from authorities and was quickly tackled to the ground. Subsequently, he was arrested. He and his cousin Blayton Taunton faced charges for dealing in stolen property, grand theft, and burglarizing a structure at the Magic Kingdom between July 2018 and January 8th. In addition, Spikes is charged with burglary of a building at Epcot, according to court records. Both men have pleaded not guilty to criminal charges. While this year's first Christmas party isn't until November 8th, it appears that the Magic Kingdom will be getting a head start on the holiday festivities, with many fan-favorite holiday show offerings returning on November 3rd. Starting on the 3rd, the first Frozen Holiday Wish show of the season will illuminate Cinderella Castle at 6:15 p.m. as Queen Elsa magically transforms the castle with glistening ice. Also on that day, the special holiday tag for Mickey's Royal Friendship Fair and Christmas-themed outfits for the Holly Jolly Trolley Show will also debut. Once the holiday season officially kicks off on November 8th, each of this year's 23 nights of Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party will feature performances of Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas Time Parade, a Totally Tomorrowland Christmas, and Mickey's Most Merriest Celebration stage show. Those, of course, will all be offered as well Christmas week to guests, not at parties. New concrete frames and such have been installed at the site of the Moana Journey of Water walkthrough coming to Epcot. The upcoming attraction will be based off Disney's 2016 film Moana, as you might have guessed, and will feature interactive water elements. The only thing visible from the ground level is one steel beam structure, which is probably just so construction vehicles don't hit the monorail beam. There's an additional fenced-in area a few feet from the construction walls. The building in the back is part of Innoventions West, which is set to be completely demolished as part of World Celebration area. For now, the site is mostly just dirt and excavators and things of that sort, but hopefully soon we'll see more of this Moana area come into being. Of course, the whole project isn't really set to be completed until 2022, but things are beginning in earnest already. Disney is testing a new counter-service flatbread pizza at the Electric Umbrella. The restaurant, of course, is set to close this winter for an extensive remodeling ahead of Epcot's new World Celebration neighborhood that will take up the center. But once it reopens, it will also feature pizza, according to concept art for the revamped food and beverage space. The flatbreads here were usually rectangular in shape, featuring a base that was more like a bready cracker. Now it seems like they've switched up the recipe to feature a doughy hand-tossed crust that's oval in shape. The official dough switch took place about a week ago. If you want to read our review of that, I talked all about it on the site. I reviewed the pizza. I know I'm a harsh pizza critic, but you can read at WWNT.com what I thought of this new pizza. Meanwhile, over in the Germany pavilion, the Caramel Kuch has a pumpkin spice caramel cupcake bringing fall flavors. The pumpkin spice caramel cupcake is served in a plastic to-go container, and it's a bit more squished than the ones in the display case because of it. But when we cut into the cupcake, we found a rich, gooey filling of caramel. A nice surprise, and it's not overly stuffed. It's quite good, and if you want to read more about that, that's also up at WDWNT.com. Yesterday, the archway that leads into the animation courtyard at Disney's Hollywood Studios received an all-new paint scheme. The iconic arch was given a dark blue and cream-colored accents over what used to be a tan and beige coloring. However, overnight into today, the former logo was removed. It's gone now, all blank. The archway now stands logoless. However, the center portion seems to be primed for the arrival of the new sign. It's currently covered with a matching cream-colored tarp to hide any imperfections caused by the removal of the old sign. The sculpted inner frames of the arches, which feature scenes from the golden age of Hollywood, remain thankfully untouched. The new logo signage will feature a sterile new design, at least in opinion, with character accents including BB-8 from Star Wars, Woody from Toy Story, and Mickey Mouse from the new animated shorts, as well as Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. The new logo is part of the ongoing transformation of Disney's Hollywood studios that no one seems to like. That seems to be the opinion. Construction walls have been erected and exterior painting has begun on Club 33's Harambe House at Disney's Animal Kingdom theme park. While Club 33 locations at other Walt Disney World parks have used existing structures, Harambe House is the only one being constructed solely to house Club 33 as its original and only purpose. Scaffolding is still up as work continues on the building's exterior, but it's clear that Harambe House is starting to reflect the theming of the rest of Harambe Village. On the pyramid-shaped section of the building, work has also begun on the roof's thatching, which will blend in with the existing sight lines of Africa. More recent work also shows that paint has begun to be applied to the back half of the building. Harambe House is slated to open by the end of the year and will be a Club 33 location open to members of said club. A new guest walkway opened as part of the arrival enhancements at Disney's Animal Kingdom. This project began this past May and has been progressing slowly since then. The area has received a newly paved walkway ahead of the new tram loop opening. Over to the right of the parking lot is a new walkway that leads up to the park. New gray and, of course, beloved green pavement has been poured over in sections. According to permits, the new tram area is set to receive a new covered shade structure with potential for new security screening areas as well. We'll have more on this as the project continues. In Animal Kingdom, while we were visiting, we opted to have breakfast at the Kusafiri Coffee Shop and Bakery. Change up the menu in recent months to include a sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit, a guava cheese Danish, and a spinach and feta quiche. You can read my full review at wdwnt.com. A gondola stuck in an ADA load station led to Disney's Skyliner downtime on October 26th. A gondola appeared to be stuck transferring from the stationary ADA load platform, which is used, of course, for wheelchairs, ECVs, and other guests that may need more time to board, to the main line. Once cast members got the one-stuck gondola in motion, it visibly had a hard time transferring to that main line. Guests in line to ride the Skyliner to the Art of Animation and Pop Century Resorts remained there through all of this. The line eventually reopened to guests, but with the ADA platform remaining off limits. The line did reopen in full the next day, including that ADA load platform, but clearly problems continuing for the new transportation system. Halloween is only a few days away, and Disney Springs is celebrating with frightful eats, kind of frightful, at 3 of their food trucks located in Food Truck Park across from the AMC theaters. The recently opened Mac and Cheese food truck is featuring their new pumpkin mac and cheese, complete with cranberry gummy worms. This mac and cheese comes tossed with robust pumpkin cheese sauce, toasted pumpkin seeds, dried cranberries, and gummy cranberry worms. Meanwhile, at the Springs Taco Truck, we tried the new chicken adobo nachos. Those nachos feature blue corn tortilla chips with chicken adobo, toasted pumpkin seeds, it's popular, dried cranberry, lime crema, and a zesty pumpkin cheese sauce. And at the Cookie Dough and Everything Sweet food truck, they have a scary cookie dough waffle taco. This scary cookie dough waffle taco combines nitro cold brew cookie dough and pumpkin spice cookie dough inside of a chocolate and sprinkle coated waffle taco shell. Keeping with the spirit of Halloween, a creepy dark chocolate spider sits atop a web of whipped cream, and you can indulge in these Halloween treats from October 25th through the 31st, and you can read our thoughts on all of those food items as well on our site. Room refurbishments have been underway at the All-Star Movies Resort for just over a year now, but with improvements finalized over on that side of the resort, work has begun on the guest rooms at Disney's All-Star Music. Work is starting on Building 10 of the Calypso section, meaning the resort is down an entire section of preferred rooms. As part of the ongoing construction, signs are out alerting guests to the upcoming fire alarm tests that will be happening. It seems that the entire building is getting gutted, with each window showing permits and lists for ongoing construction. Packaged wood laminate flooring is staged for installment, And the room you're seeing now already seems to have some final touches with newly updated coat racks and even the track for the bathroom barn door installed. Another important amenity that's getting an upgrade with these refurbishments is the hotel Wi-Fi. For the most part, the rooms are slated to look just like the ones at Disney's All-Star Movies Resort after the refurbishment, which features clean white walls, updated coffee stations, a Mickey headboard, and Huey, Dewey, and Louie art in rooms with pull-down Murphy beds. The cast member pumpkin decorating contest entries are currently on display at multiple Disney resorts, namely All Stars and as well Disney's Boardwalk. Designs cover the scope of Disney properties, including Hocus Pocus, Cinderella, the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, Galaxy's Edge, including a Coca-Cola bottle from there, Up, the Disney Skyliner, and more. You can check out pictures of all these displays on our site. Colorful new seating areas and charging stations have been added to the former El Centro lobby at Disney's Coronado Springs Resort. Since the opening of the Gran Destino Tower, we wondered what would happen to this area that once was basically the lobby and check-in area for the entire resort, which has since, of course, moved to the newly opened tower. In an effort to add some more welcoming touches to the abandoned lobby space, Coronado Springs added a number of brightly colored seating areas, complete with charging ports for guests. If you're curious to learn more about the new Gran Destino Tower, you can also check out our in-depth review of the resort and tour on WDWNT.com. According to DVC News, Disney Vacation Club is planning on raising prices at 13 of its sold-out properties. Despite limited advertising on these sold-out resorts, buyers can occasionally find points to buy at these hotels. Prices will rise between $5 and $20 per point at the sold-out resorts based on resort. For example, Saratoga Springs would raise by $5 per point, whereas the Grand California would raise by $20 a point. Other sources state that the per-point price increase could reach $50 at some. Disney occasionally acquires points at these sold-out resorts via right of first refusal or point transfers and foreclosures. No formal announcement has been made at this time, but the new price per point charts are expected to come out by the end of the month. There is a ton of new merchandise out and about at the Walt Disney World Resort, so we'll take a couple moments now to talk about everything we found as of late. New retro-inspired Walt Disney World sweatshirts in 4 cozy colors are now available. Found those at the Magic Kingdom and as well other parks. New retro color block Mickey and Minnie Spirit jerseys as well have arrived. We spotted those at Disney's Hollywood Studios. There are new Healy Hansen jackets that can be found only in Epcot's Norway Pavilion. They are Disney and Healy Hansen branded, which is pretty cool. They're expensive, but they are a quality jacket. As well, holiday merchandise is still arriving ahead of Halloween. We got plenty of Christmas stuff. A Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas shoulder Groot plush has arrived, wearing a Santa hat. Of course, you may remember the original one has been quite popular at the Disneyland Resort. Everyone wearing those shoulder Groots. Well, now you got a holiday one if you want. Or I guess you could just try to find a tiny Christmas hat to put on your existing one. Same thing either way. Of course, who doesn't need new fuzzy fleece line Christmas Crocs? Those are a thing. As well, there's a line of Christmas pet merchandise that you'll find. We found that at Disney Springs. Over at Der Teddy Bar in the Germany Pavilion of Epcot's World Showcase, we're already ringing in the 2020 New Year with new ornaments. And you can check out pictures of all of this new merchandise and pricing and availability and all that stuff at WDWNT.com. Limited edition and limited release pins for this year's Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party at the Magic Kingdom have been revealed, and they feature an array of fun holiday vignettes and, of course, cookies. Why not, right? A new set of ornament box pins have made their way into stores at Walt Disney World as well. Each individual ornament box pin retails for $15.99. As well, limited edition and limited release pins for this year's Gingerbread Resort collection have been revealed. You're looking at those right now. Very exciting. Each of the resort pins features a gingerbread house in the background as well as a Disney character getting into the festive season. All of these pins are nods to the gingerbread masterpieces that can be seen around the various resorts at the Walt Disney World Resort every year. Each of the pins are only available at each of their respective locations. There's also a new series of resort holiday bells that will debut at Disneyland and Walt Disney World Resorts. Some will be available at Pin Traders at Downtown Disney and, of course, Disney Springs, and these will also be available at their respective hotels. These will be released on November 11, 2019. Pins for the annual Festival of the Holidays that occurs at Disney California Adventure were also revealed, and you're looking at those now. If you'd like a longer look and a better look at all these, they're up on our website. Recently, we confirmed the news that a new Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker inspired scene was coming to Disneyland, Disney's Hollywood Studios, Tokyo Disneyland, and Disneyland Paris on December 20th in the Star Tours attraction. While on December 2nd, new merchandise to accompany the change is coming to the Tokyo Disney Resort. The theme with this line seems to be destinations you can visit aboard Star Tours The Adventures Continue, featuring hoodies, mugs, star speeders, wallets, and more. You can check out all this merchandise on our site. For more information on these stories and more, you can head on over to WDWNT.com. If you're enjoying the show, be sure to like this video, subscribe to WDW News Today on YouTube for more great content, and click the bell for notifications. For the worldwide leader in Disney Parks news, this is Tom Corliss saying enjoy the rest of your today and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.